Hey guys, it's Mindset Performance Coach and I'm coming here. In today's video, I'm going to share with you the top 3 lessons I learned from Tony Robbins and how you can use them to ramp up your performance. So I just got back from Singapore. I spent 4 days at the Unleash the Power Within event by Tony Robbins, and it was 50 hours over the course of those 4 days, 12 to 14 hour days, which included fire walks, overcoming our belief systems and loads of other cool stuff. And I want to share the top lessons with you guys and how you can use them to empower your life. So the first thing, when I arrived in Singapore, there was a lot of dramas. I'd missed my flight. I arrived like 30 minutes before the event started. I had to register. I hadn't slept for best part of the day, all the stress of getting from London through to Singapore, and I basically was really tired. Now, I was in this room for 14 hours straight. There was no breaks. If you wanted a break, you could take one, but there was no stopping the event for the breaks. So I just went all the way through. I had some almonds to snack on, and I snacked on them, and I was so surprised that I had the energy to keep going. And I reflected on it after, and I was like, how the hell did I not run out of steam, and how did I keep going? And the reason was, which is lesson number 1, is put yourself in a peak state. Always put yourself in a peak state. So day 1 of the 4 days was Tony Robbins just over and over and over, getting us to elevate our energy levels, getting us to, there was music on, we're jumping around, and we're constantly priming ourselves to put ourselves in a peak state. Now, he does this in 3 ways. There's 3 main ways you put yourself in a peak state. The first is move your physiology. So by peak state, I'll just define quickly, I mean a state where you feel inspired, energized, motivated, ready to just take on whatever challenges come your way, and you're just ready to handle it. So you've got this energy about you. And yeah, the way you do that, the first thing is to move your physiology. Jump up and down, do some clapping, chanting, like whatever it takes, but move the body. So for me now, what I do is like jump up and down a lot. Put my hands in the air, which we're doing a lot of the events, and it really gets you going, gets the heart rate going, gets blood flowing. So the quickest way is to move your physiology. That's number 1. The second thing you can do to put yourself in a peak state, change your focus. If you focus on negative things, you're gonna be in a negative mood. Focus on positive things, you're gonna be in a positive mood. So always focus on the positive rather than negative, and change your focal point. If you feel like you're down, you're low on energy, you're probably focused on your problems or the things that you've got to do. If you just focus on something more positive, that's going to instantly get you in a more optimal state. So change your focal point. And the third way to put yourself in a peak state is to change the language and meaning that you put to things. So basically that's just how you're defining things in your head and looking at your problems or situation from a different angle. So for example, I'm shooting a video now, I could have been like, oh my god, I'm going to shoot a video, or I can reframe the language and the meaning and go, oh my god, I get to shoot a video. Some people might watch this and get some good inspiration from this. Amazing that I get the opportunity to do this. So you can change the meaning to put yourself into a more optimal state. So state control was really big for Tony Robbins, and I was so impressed. This guy's almost 60 years old and he's on stage 14 hours a day, jumping up and down, going wild. I was so inspired by his energy, and I was like, I need to step my game up. I thought my energy was an 8 most of the time, and I realized it wasn't a 6, and putting yourself in a peak state is so key for everything. So now, before I do any task, I get myself primed, I train myself to over and over, get myself energy high, no matter what it is. If it's replying to emails, shooting a video, having a coaching call, I try and prime myself for just 5 minutes, put myself in a peak state, and it really impacts the job you're doing. So anything you've got coming up, if you feel like you're negatively approaching it, try and move physiology, change your focus, or change the meaning you're giving to that situation, and that do that over and over, and it becomes this peak state that you can train. Okay, the next thing is number 2 is to cultivate a burning desire for what you want. It's no good just having a goal, I want to achieve this. You've really got to embody it. You've really got to think, I want this so bad. You've got to cultivate over and over by repetition a desire for it. So the way you do that is know your outcome. Clarity is power. And then not only just like the outcome itself, make X amount of money, achieve something, but why do you want it? And really start to feel it in your physiology. Feel, I really want that. Create a vision board so it becomes a visual thing to look at. And every single day, read your goals out, look at your vision board, and imagine yourself achieving it already. So this is something I'm so big on, setting goals. And one of the things I wasn't doing as well as Tony Robbins was suggesting is almost like envisioning the outcome and embodying it, like literally feeling like you've already achieved those objectives. So he does like a priming exercise where he makes you visualize your goals, you walk through them as if it's already a reality, and it's so powerful. So the main thing, create that cultivating desire. Yeah, I think creating a vision board is a really good idea. Rereading your goals every day, doing some priming exercise where you visualize walking through your goals, and cultivate it. So it's got to be meaningful. No meaning, and we don't take action. So it's got to be a burning desire. It can't just be a wishful list, and make sure you're tapping into that. And the third thing is to replace your limiting beliefs with empowering beliefs. We all have a whole bag of limiting beliefs that we've gathered through life. I'm good at this, I'm not good at this, I'm very good at this, I'm okay at that, I can't do this because of this reason, I can do this but I'll do this later because I can't do it now. And we create this like whole narrative of who we are based on the stories we tell ourselves, and they become this big bag of limiting beliefs. And Tony's big believer that we've all got these beliefs that we need to be unshackling time by time. So wherever you are right now, there's a good chance what's stopping you getting to the next level is your narrative about why you can't do stuff, fear, and it's all around the limiting beliefs and the stories that you're telling yourself. So what you've got to do is sit down and go, okay, what's stopping me getting from here to where I want to be in life? And what kind of stories are consistent? So what limiting belief systems? Is it that I'm not good enough? Is it that I can't do this? Is it that I'm fearful? And you unravel these limiting beliefs and you spend a lot of time getting pain with them. So one thing he did, he calls it the Dickens process, where he basically gets us to envision our limiting beliefs and attach so much pain to it. Because what we do is we almost like brush over our limiting beliefs and go, yeah, it's fine, everything's okay. But you've got to get your limiting beliefs and go, okay, these are not acceptable. These limiting beliefs have cost me so much pain now, so much pain in the future, and they're going to continue to ruin my life if I continue to have them. And you create pain, and then all of a sudden you start to go, okay, these beliefs, the only stories I tell myself, they're not true. I can change them anytime I want. And you start to remove those limiting beliefs by questioning them, and then you start to create empowering beliefs. What was if I could achieve anything I wanted? What was if life's just a game of picking up skill sets, and if I pick up those skill sets, I can achieve any outcome? What was if I'm as fully capable as anyone on the planet at certain things? All I need is the time, the energy, the practice. And what if I could achieve anything I wanted if I didn't limit myself? You start condensing those beliefs. So it's almost like a push-pull where you push away from the limiting beliefs, and then you pull towards the empowering ones, and you create this almost like magnet, like dragging you forward. And you've got to pay attention. So this one's all about self-awareness, understanding what is holding you back, being honest with yourself, taking that look in the mirror and going, okay, I'm not good enough at this, I've got this belief, I've got this fear, and then going, okay, how could I reframe that fear in a positive way to continue to move forward? And we've all got them. Everyone's got limited beliefs, no matter where you are. Just think about what are the main ones that are holding you back and trying to replace them with their empowering belief. That was such a powerful exercise that we did. And the final one, a bonus one, is take massive action continuously. Don't wait until you've got the perfect plan or the perfect thing set up. Just take massive action. Always move forward towards your goals, whether it's a big step, small step. Always be moving, always be taking action. Don't get caught in perfectionism. Don't get caught in fears of people's opinions or what you think you should do. Like don't over plan. Planning is important, but always be taking action. Always be taking the next positive action in line with your goal. So I learned loads more, so probably like 20 things I could have done in this video. So I thought I'd narrow it down to 3, which are get yourself into a peak state, cultivate desire, and turn your limiting beliefs into empowering beliefs. If you can do that, you are fully in control of your life. You can run through walls, so to speak, and you can just keep going towards your goals. Now, life's a hard game. Sometimes it takes a while to get to where you want to go in life, but if you cultivate a desire constantly in this peak state, you're constantly moving forward, it's only a matter of time before you make big progress towards your goals, and if you've got what it takes, you'll get there eventually. So hope you guys get some value from this. I got a lot of value from attending the 4-day workshop. I highly recommend anyone to go to one of those Unleash the Power Within events of Tony Robbins. Really eye-opening, it's really changed my viewpoints on a lot of things. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, give it a like, and leave a comment below. Let me know if you're going to take action on any of these lessons you just learned.